Hi everyone, it's Kerry from Low and Life Design, and I thought I'd pop on today with a deck flip through for you. Try saying that with your teeth in. Because basically my lovely friend just dropped this deck round to me as a surprise. It says on Amazon that it's released in the UK on the 24th of June, and as I'm filming this, it's the 3rd of June. And she picked this up in WH Smith, which is, I think it's a UK based, and only UK based kind of stationery, sells a bit of everything kind of shop. So yeah, and we'd been chatting about it. I hadn't actually seen any flip throughs or any reviews or anything of the deck. I've just seen it on the online magazine kind of thing that comes out with new texts. And when I meditate, I get a lot of fae energy. So I get lots of unicorns, fairies, little goblins, all that kind of thing. And so she and I were talking about this deck, saying, oh my gosh, this could be a really perfect deck for you because you see all these things all the time. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm interested, to see what it's like and, how it reads and flip throughs and all that kind of thing. And bless her heart, she said she was out shopping, she saw it and she just thought she'd get it for me, which is so sweet. So, so I thought I'd record a flip through for you because I haven't seen one yet. Okay, so it's called Tarot at the End of the Rainbow. And that is the box, just a normal tuck box there. Just very normal. Okay, these are the backs. How stunning are the backs? I mean, that's so far up my street. It's absolutely perfect for me. Okay, so let's get into it. So we have the Fool. Now there is a rainbow on every single card. And we are supposed to, it says in the very small guidebook, we're supposed to look at where the rainbow features in each card to show us where the energy of each card is. So as you can see here, it's coming out of her finger. How cool is that? It's reaching up to source. Okay, and this card in the Empress, it's her, the feminine sign. Coming out of his golden ball here. So I won't point it out for each card. I just thought I'd kind of let you know what I read about. The other interesting feature I thought was that these cards aren't numbered. They're numbered, sorry. They're not actually named. So the major arcana aren't named. I mean, they're obvious to anybody who reads tarot, but as a beginner, it might be a little bit confusing at first, but it kind of depends how. Look at the Hermit, I love him. So beautiful. It really depends on how you read tarot. I started off very much, I'm a Virgo, so I started off very much, I must know all the names of the cards, I must know what each card means, because that's how you do things properly. Look at that Death card. How stunning is that? The rainbow following on behind. So it's like this kind of half sort of fairy, half deer walks past you, and it brings all that beautiful rainbow light of hope and lovely healing energy behind it. I think it's gorgeous. I think this deck is actually really good for people who have never had a tarot reading before. I think it would also be really good for, see, that's the the Devil card, sorry, and it's not that terrifying. I mean, some cards are really frightening, some Devil cards. They've still got the people chained up, so it still gives the message of, something's holding you back. Your own mind really is holding you back, not letting you progress forward, maybe keeping you chained with ideas or addictions. I love that the lightning hitting the tower is the rainbow. It's from the universe. It's guiding you. Something has to come crumbling down so you can rebuild. Love that. But yes, so okay, I'll go back to what I was originally saying, which was that the majors don't have any words on. So I know that's the star card. I know this is the moon card. For one thing, I just know the kind of imagery and also the Roman numerals. So it would be fine. Look at this lovely sun card. I really like that. He's a kind of unicorn senator, are they called? Or minotaur? Should probably looked that up. But yes, so this is the end of the major arcana, and like I say, there's no writing here. You just kind of, when you've been reading tarot for a little while, you just kind of know. And if you're reading intuitively, it's fine. Go with it. What do you get? You know, just work with your intuition. Listen to the voice that you're getting. Okay, so the minor arcana has the number. So for the ace, it's actually got a 1. And then it's got the symbol. So this is the symbol for wands. So this is the Ace of Wands. They're very Rider-Waite-Smith inspired. You know, it's obvious what each card really means. Again, it's really fun and interesting to look out for the rainbow. In this card that I've just picked up, the rainbow is in the fairy's wings. It's in the leaves here. It's in the sort of energy coming out of the wand here. It's really interesting actually just to see, you know, where the artist actually wanted you to concentrate. I love all the different fey creatures. I love that there are tree creatures as well as, you know, your kind of standard foresty people. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so it's just so pretty. Really, really lovely. I'm going to really enjoy working with this deck. It's fun. It's going to be really good for inner child work because there's nothing terrifying, you know, there's no really scary cards. Not that, you know, I think this will be a deck that kind of tells it to you. I do. Look at that. Look at that. He's stacked up all his cups here, and he's walking off to follow his rainbow. I love the 8 of Cups. Yeah, I don't know what I was just saying. Look how the page, all his rainbows coming from his heart. Yeah, and he's a giant. I love that he's a giant. And then you have a fairy here for the night. I do really like it. I think it's a really lovely deck. I think it's really pretty. I love the brightness. I love all the different colours. I love that it's easy to read. Like, you know, for somebody who, as I said, has sort of learnt the Rider-Waite-Smith meanings, it's super easy to just get this deck right out of the box and just start reading. But also, as I said, you know, I think the pictures are lovely. The art is really nice. Look at that. Look at that. 9 of Swords. Look at this terrifying dragon here bearing down on her. But look, over her heart centre, there is the rainbow. I really like this 10 of Swords, actually. Even though it sort of speaks of something ending and something being, you know, finished off, she's riding off on a rainbow. And I just think, you know, onwards and upwards is kind of what comes. This is interesting. I haven't actually read, I've only had this, I got it yesterday. So I haven't had much chance to play with it, but the arrow pointing. So yeah, really interesting. And that is the Page of Swords. So, you know, moving forwards, making decisions. Yeah, really, really interesting for that, I thought. That's quite interesting too. The Knight of Swords doesn't actually have well, it doesn't seem to have a head or a face. I pulled this actually this morning as my card of the day, and I automatically, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, don't be a hothead today. Yeah, really gorgeous. Absolutely loving all the colours. Absolutely loving all the images. Yeah, I'm going to have fun playing with this one, I think. Really enjoying it so far. One of my favourite cards in the deck. And instead of her, she usually has a bird of prey. She actually has a dragon here. And that's where the scales are. So it's interesting. To me, dragons mean kind of healing and strength and getting through bad, you know, like difficult situations. I really like that as well. And I must find out what the rune means. If any of you know, could you pop it in the comments below? I keep meaning to look that up. Yeah, so that is it. Absolutely stunning deck. Really, really lovely. Let's have a quick shuffle. They shuffle beautifully. It's a low Scarabeo deck, and their cardstock is just so good for shuffling. I absolutely love these decks. So let's see if there is a message for us for today. Oh, the Magician. Okay, so manifest. What is it that you would like to bring into your world? What is it that you would like to, well, conjure, I want to say. What do you want to, like, start? What do you want to call in? You know, he has his, I love that he has like a two-flamed candle here. So what, I feel like it's asking you to write something down and set fire to it. So whether it is your wants or whether it is what you want to leave behind, I think that what you need to do is write the list and forget about the list. So in fact, I'd go with manifesting because that is the basic meaning of this card. So yeah, I would go outside, look at all the beautiful flowers here. Absolutely gorgeous. So it can be at twilight. You know, it's not completely dark sky, but there are stars out. It's beautiful here in the UK at the moment. Really warm, really summery, really loveliness. I was going to say loveliness. So yeah, I would go outside. I would make your list of what you would like to bring into the world, and I would very safely set fire to it and see what happens. So yeah, that is the message from these cards today. So I hope you have enjoyed the flip through. It was pretty quick, but you know, you don't want these things to be terribly long always, do you? The main goal of it is to see the cards. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below, and I will speak to you soon. Bye guys.